Now Casper goes around in race 1 there on Sunday and hasn't won for quite some time, has the grey horse. Hasn't won a race since September of 2013, but wasn't a bad run at Penang last time out. He was only beaten 2.5 lengths on that occasion last start. And Casper, well, he steps up to the mile this weekend. He's had 3 tries at the mile without success. And Casper to be ridden by AMI Zat, draws barrier 2 and goes around in race 1 Sunday. That is Casper. Now we've got the Norazman stablemates here. That's Luck Dragon working up on the inside of Luck Happy. Now Luck Dragon is engaged in the Crystal Handicap, which is race number 2. He pulled up lame last start. That was back on the 8th of April. He had very consistent form prior to that run. So look for our first up effort there from Luck Dragon, who will be ridden by Casey Wong. He draws barrier 2 in race 2 on Sunday. That is Luck Dragon working up on the inside of stablemate, which is Luck Happy. Gold Coast Captain notched up the hat-trick there last Sunday when ridden by Jackson Lowe. Jackson retains the mount again this weekend in race number 3. Goes around in the Guangzhou Star Handicap there on Sunday. Let's have a look at Gold Coast Captain winning its 3rd race on end. Goes for 4 in succession there on Sunday.
Position and go to the lead with Great Prince the Pursuer, but look at Serpico descending down the outside. It's Gold Coast Captain at the 250. On the outside, Serpico the challenger, then Great Prince, and they beat off Semi Fredo and Leap of Faith. It's still Gold Coast Captain trying to hold off Serpico, but he's got the momentum up on the outside Serpico. Gold Coast Captain refusing to lay down. He fights back Gold Coast Captain under the urgings of Jackson Lowe, and he makes it 3 in a row. It's Gold Coast Captain from Serpico, Great Prince 3rd, and then came Leap of Faith, Jetstar Eagle, then came...
Now Zan Shen is coming off a last start second there to One More Achiever. He tried to lead all of the way on this occasion over 1,400 metres. Steps up to the 1,600 metres there on Sunday. Looks a very good chance in the Guangzhou Star Handicap. Well, let's have a look at Zan Shen running second.
Turns in for the run home and leads the way by 3.5 to Mr. Newman. One More Achiever. He's now starting to pick up on the outside, and he's coming at Zan Shen. Then Mr. Newman, followed by Racing Man, and then a gap off to Lucky Money. One More Achiever looms up on the outside of Zan Shen with 100 to go and takes the lead. Mr. Newman goes to 3rd, then Racing Man. It's One More Achiever in front though, and One More Achiever goes home for Sandana, wins the prize. One More Achiever from Zan Shen, 3rd Mr. Newman, 4th Racing Man.
Now this is Glory Age, who is working up on the inside of a stablemate. Of course, Glory Age is coming off 2 seconds in a row. Was second in the Perak Derby 2 runs back. Followed that up with a last start second in Penang. Has a very good record over the mile. He's won 6 times over the 1,600 metres. That's Glory Age, trained by Peter Lee. Jackson Lowe takes the ride and draws gate 3 in the Big Red Point Stakes. That is race 4 on Sunday, Glory Age. Brave Malala is coming off a last start winning performance down the straight course last Sunday. That was her first win in 15 months. She's going for 2 in a row, and she goes around in the Big Red Point Stakes there on Sunday. This is Brave Malala.
Tries to beat off Impel and put up a couple of lengths, but Impel fights back, and here's Brave Malala, who's down the outside rail, coming with a wet sail as well. It's Brave Malala at the 200 metres after Impel and straight tees. She's off and gone for the prize now, Brave Malala. She's home here in the Crystal Stakes. Charging home at the end is La Familia. Brave Malala's in front though, and Brave Malala wins well. Professor X has got up to run second. 3rd is Impel. Close.
Carrying the 167 saddlecloth number, this horse is Field Force, who overalls had the 17 race starts for the 4 wins Field Force, and goes around in the Humble Prince Handicap, and that is race number 5 on Sunday, and will be ridden by Jackson Lowe. Draws barrier 3. That is Field Force, who are looking to return to some sort of form on Sunday. That is Field Force working up on the grass there on Tuesday morning. Now, Just Name It is coming off 2 wins in a row, and let's have a look at his most recent winning performance. This was in Penang in a Class 5. He steps up to Class 4 company on the weekend, and this is Just Name It. He's going for the hat-trick in the Humble Prince handicap there on Sunday. Let's have a look at Just Name It, winning in Penang last start.
And it's still the leader, Anik Penang, about to be tackled by Just Name It. He appears to be going okay on the outside, this one, Just Name It. And he moves up to hit the lead from Anik Penang. Then came Pretty Able. They were followed by Lucky Money and also Golden Sand. But Just Name It, he's off and gone for the prize with 100 to go. And he's got the second in his keeping. Pretty Able goes to second. And Just Name It makes it 2 in a row. Just Name It first. Pretty Able second. Anik Penang third. From Lucky Money, one more achiever.
Now these are the Stephen Cook runners. We've got Multi Blue Shark, the grey, on the inside. The centre horse there is Second Chance. They're both engaged in the first heat of the Malaysia 3-year-old championship. The horse on the outside is the more seasoned campaigner, and that is Get the Lotsky. So Multi Blue Shark, he's had the 6 runs to date with no placings. Second Chance has only had the 1 start down the straight course at Ipoh recently. Raced a bit greenly on debut, but that's Multi Blue Shark inside of Second Chance, and the outside horse is Get the Lotsky, working up on the sand on Tuesday. Poor Sense is also engaged in the first heat of the Malaysia 3-year-old championship. He was given a head out during the week on Tuesday morning when he scored in the trial over 1,000 metres. Let's have a look at that trial performance of Poor Sense. He's had the 6 starts for 2 placings to date.
Dreams as they travel down the lane, and now going to the lead was Poor Sense with Yendor in pursuit, and they beat off Century Weld, and then came Common Sense and Silent Dreams, but with about 100 to go, and now Poor Sense starts to open up, getting close to home for Casey Wong, and draws away, getting close to the line. Yendor Silent Dreams works home okay, but Poor Sense goes on to win the trial. Close for the minors between Yendor and also Silent Dreams.
Let's have a look at the run of Symbolic Gesture last Sunday, running second to Elfstream. It was first up on this day, Symbolic Gesture, and is engaged in the first heat of the Malaysia 3-year-old championship. That's race 6 on Sunday. Let's have a look at the run of Symbolic Gesture there last start.
Judge, it's out by 2.5 now to Marchung Star. Now starting to pick up on the outside is Elfstream, and look at Auspicious Star, the filly. She's making some late headway inside the last 150, and Symbolic Gesture, it's under some pressure now as Elfstream goes up to hit the lead from Symbolic Gesture, and then came Marchung Star, but Elfstream is going to break through, and Elfstream goes on to win for T. Krisner. Second is Symbolic Gesture, third Marchung Star.
Now let's have a look at the next horse, Alvalor, doing his work routine there on the sand on Tuesday. Alvalor, a promising type, this one. He's won 5 from 18 overall. He has won 3 times here in Malaysia. He failed in the Selangor Gold Cup last time, but that was over 1,600 metres. He goes back to 1,200 metres in the Conflare Stakes, which is race number 7 on Sunday. He's won twice over the 1,200 metres previously. HS Gill takes the ride. He draws the wide gate there in the small field, the Conflare Stakes, race 7 on Sunday. That is Alvalor. Now Deputy Law is coming off a last start win there on the 30th of April. This race was in Penang. It was over 1,400 metres. He drops back to 1,200 metres and goes around in the Sure We Can handicap, which is race 8 on Sunday, as we have a look at that winning performance from Deputy Law last start.
Longer is Lightning Rod, followed by the Professional Great Prince. Then came Casper, and well back in the field, Flying Horse is a long way back, and Astro Heat is near enough to last at the 400. They're homeward bounder, and Cabrera tries to sneak away and put up 4 legs on Green Tracer, but here they come down the outside, and Deputy Law with Casey Wonga boards after Cabrera. Then Supreme Sasso, Lightning Rod is sneaking through along the inside, but it's going to be kicking away Deputy Law. Down the outside, new classmate Great Prince is closing off as well. It's Deputy Law in front though. Deputy Law wins by a half to new classmate.